Every single person is my enemy. Oh, the treachery. Every single person wants to be my enemy.
I just want to quickly point out, this piece of artwork is from Nikotari, or Nikotari, aka LeBlanc. Now, the funny thing is, the reason why I wanted to pause here quickly, this one piece of fan art is better than anything we get to see from LeBlanc. Because we don't get to see LeBlanc. They couldn't even show us. No, she has to play in her illusions, and that's cool. I talk about it in my breakdown. I love that she's doing that. But can we at least see her like a little bit? Like just a tiny bit? Like, again, this amazing piece of fan art looks 10 times better than that friggin' shadow monster or whatever. Anyway, LeBlanc, she's only around for a few minutes, so I only have a very, very small minor problem. And yes, LeBlanc is Le Caron, and we'll find out why. So, LeBlanc is over 1,000 years old. She's older than Noxus itself. She's a super powerful sorceress, and she's the leader of the Black Rose Society. And she's played by Mel. By Mel. Look, I don't want to sound silly, right? Mel, or insulting, of course. Mel is a very intelligent character. I'm not saying that she's not. She's very smart, very wise, very intelligent and tactful and resourceful. But so is LeBlanc. That's the issue, yeah? Mel is just some lady, right? Some very powerful, very intelligent lady. LeBlanc has everything over her. She has the age, the wisdom, the power, and she gets played by some normal ass person. Normal in quotation marks. Yes, Mel has magic. I'm talking normal as in Mel isn't 1,000 years old and she's not like Swain levels of, she's just some person. LeBlanc is not just some person, yeah? She's proper, and she gets played by Mel. What? How are you the leader of the Black Rose Society if you can just get so easily played by some person? Blew me brain apart. I was really, really looking forward to LeBlanc, and I thought all throughout the show, the small parts that we got of her tricking Mel was brilliant. Loved it. Until Mel, plays her, tricks her, and basically beats her. Like, lame. Super lame. Super lame to me. I'm sure a lot of people don't really care because it's such a minor character. But again, for someone that's played like thousands of hours of League of Legends, when you see these small hints of characters early on, you're like, you get a million ideas of what they can do with those characters because you know the characters, you know what they're capable of. And then it just turns out to be real lame. That's alright. And yeah, I mean, I just mentioned it, but you really just couldn't show her? Come on, guys. I want to see that beautiful French face, that beautiful 1,000-year-old French face. And yeah, she's Le Karen because she's forever wanting to speak with Noxian management. But she never can do it. Poor girl. It would drive anyone mad, really, wouldn't it? Mel. Magic Mummy Mel. Yeah, so Mel, I'm magic now. So, like, Mel, Season 1, was a very interesting character. She was just a normal person. Normal, hyper-intelligent, hyper-talented person. Now she has magic, I guess, whatever. So, yeah, she has a latent magical ability that has the power to read the script and only activate when she's in actual danger. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's okay that she has this magical ability. It's fine, it makes sense, da-da-da-da. Well, I'm sorry, but we have 2 extra scenarios that we see in the show. There could be multiple more, but there are 2 scenarios that come to mind. A, Mel is smacked in the face with a flare gun and has it pointed at her face. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if someone pulls a trigger of a gun, you got to have some pretty riggin' quick reactions to pop off a shield to protect yourself, yeah? Like, why was there no activation there? I know some people have noticed, look, things get a little bit wishy-washy when it happens and then it stops. But it only stops because her magical ability can read the script and knows that he's about to point the gun up and shoot a flare in the sky, you know? And it's only done so they can keep the mystery. Very silly that you would have this magical ability that can auto-protect you, that only sometimes works. And then the second time she gets kidnapped by the Black Rose Society and her magical latent ability does nothing. Why? You are being, like, kidnapped, teleported away. Why does the power not do anything? I don't know. The show doesn't want to say, so I don't know. As I say, she has the magical ability to read the friggin' script, which is pretty lame. She also manages to figure out her abilities quick enough to be an important asset in the final fight. Some might even go as far as to say Piltover would have lost if Mel had not come back. Actually, Piltover most assuredly would have lost if Mel didn't come back and manage to figure out her magical abilities that she's only just unlocked. Wow. That's so lucky. Wow, so lucky. Has nothing to do with the other characters. Just lucky that Mel can figure all that out. She goes, yeah, from an interesting, normal character to a quote-unquote badass magical user between seasons because they had to give her some powers so she could be added to the game. Dude. Really, really, really. I know she's popular. She's popular because she's interesting and intelligent and she has one of the best designs in the show. Visually, she looks amazing every time she's on screen. You guys knocked it out of the park. And then you had to make her a magical angel mummy because... why? Because she had to be in the game. And you can't be in the game if you don't have abilities. Dude. Stop. Like, stop doing this. Stop it with the skins. You're changing the visuals literally just for skins. You're giving people powers so they can be in the game. Stop. Make a show. Make the show first and then figure out what you want to do in the game. Friggin' hell, y'all.